So in the last few Sundays, we did top 10 Pokemon cards to invest in under $10. And then we did top 20 under $20. And now today, we are going to do the top 30 Pokemon cards to invest in under $30. So these cards will be from basically $20 to $21 to right at $30. And if you guys want to check out those other videos with the cheaper cards, the links will be in the description. And I do got to mention, if you guys could hop over to my Instagram and please give me a follow there, I would really, really appreciate that. Just know I post something there every single day, whether it's something from my personal collection or Pokemon news like sets or cards being revealed. And it's also extremely easy to contact me there. Otherwise, if you guys do like this content, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a like and comment. Just know if you do leave a comment, I comment back to every single person. And if you want to support even more, you can check out my membership. It's only 99 cents a month. And here's the thing, I actually have a blast doing these videos. I think it's super fun to have to look for cards in a certain price range. Kind of feels like a challenge. So I'm down to do top 40 under $40. If you guys want me to, please let me know in the comments. But all right, remember, these are really in no order. They kind of go from newest to oldest, but not like, you know, my favorite to least favorite or anything like that. I love all these cards. The Pikachu illustration rare from Scarlet and Violet. So it is going up in price right now. It was $15.46, last sold $19.50, $23.83, and $19.75. And the reason too why I'm putting cards that are like 19 to like 20 on the list too is I strongly suggest you get the cards that are $22, $23. Get those nicer cards. Even if you're collecting raw, every time you collect a raw modern card, just assume you're going to grade it. Even if you're never going to do it, just try to get the cleanest card possible. It'll always technically make you more money down the road. But I love this Pikachu card from Scarlet and Violet 151. Having the Blastoise in there, I think it probably holds the record for most Gen 1 Pokemon in one card. I'm not sure, but I tried to look, and I think it does. All right, next, we got Iron Valiant from Paradox Rift. I think having Iron Thorns in this card just makes it top tier. I just love this card. Did get up to $35. Now it's $28.50, $28.94, and $28.85 last few sales. Very solid price for that card. Next, we got the Chen Pao EX. I think this is the best legendary that we got in Scarlet and Violet. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And I have no complaints with this card. Last sold $26.43, $24.20, and lightly played for $26. But this card was like $100 on release, and then it was $80 for a while. It held its value for a couple months for sure. Love that special illustration rare. Next, we got the Gardevoir EX from Scarlet and Violet base set. Now, last sold near mint $24.49 and $23.99. I could not stand how TCG Player updated, and now they set everything at lightly played. Driving me nuts. But yeah, it was just $32, so it's coming down in price right now, so now might be the time to get it. Now we got the Miriam from Scarlet and Violet base set. I think this is one of the most unique looking special illustration rare trainers. Again, I do not collect these at all, so my opinion might be a little off on this card, but I think it's super cool, and I know Miriam's very, very popular. Was $35, last sold $20, $23.99, and $24.59. All right, next we got the Pikachu V Trainer Gallery from Lost Origin. Absolutely love this card. I actually like this card a little more than the VMAX. Was $32 a couple months ago, last sold $20.95, $25.64, and $19.75. I want to say that $32 was the high here, so not too bad of a price. Next, we got the Umbreon V Trainer Gallery. We already know this card had a wild ride. Was $49 in May, and now last sold $27.60, $27.34, and $24.99. Beautiful card. No complaints with this card either. Next, we got the Sylveon VMAX. This card could get a little cheaper. This was the only card on the list that was like, you could for sure find this card for $18, $19. Last sold $18.77, $18.49, and $24.62. But remember, don't automatically take the cheapest card. You know, really try to find the best condition card possible. Next, we got the Garchomp V Trainer Gallery from Astro Radiance. Was $49.62, last sold $24.42, $23.99, and $23.50. I really feel like there isn't that many Garchomp cards, and I think this is honestly probably the best Garchomp card we've ever gotten. And I think it does beat the special illustration rare from Paradox Rift. I do. I love the blue background. Next, we got the Beedrill V. I think this is one of the best alt arts in all of Sword and Shield. I'm not even exaggerating. I think Beedrill is an awesome Pokemon. Love the scene. Was $49.37, last sold $26.50, $25.45, and $26.50. Beautiful, beautiful card. I think I have 3 of these now. I'll pick them up anytime I see them in good condition. Next is Celebi V, again, one of the best arts. Probably one of the most slept on cards of all of Sword and Shield. Was $48.73. Last sold $25.95, $28, and $26. Seriously, obsessed with that card. Next, we got the Glaceon V-Star from Crown Zenith, the Galarian Gallery. Was $43.57, now $20.99. Lightly played for $16.39 and a near mint for $24.09. Love this scene. You guys already know I love any snow scene for any Pokemon card. They're always just done so well. Next, you know what? I got the Leafeon V-Star, which I do like the Glaceon quite a bit more than the Leafeon art for sure. But still very beautiful. Was $43.25. And we got the last sale. So we got two of them. Near mint $27.18, a lightly played at $21.40, and a near mint at $26. Very, very good scene. I think this almost competes with the Leafeon V alternate art from Evolving Skies. Next, we got the Gyarados VMAX. In my opinion, this is one of the best rainbow cards that we got in the Sword and Shield era. I could see a world where this card is like a $50 card or something like that, maybe. I mean, if you compare it to the Pikachu, I don't know. It's just perfection. The VMAX looks perfect. Like, it doesn't even really look like a VMAX almost, but it kind of does. Like, it's weird. I love it. It is tough to find below $30, but last sold $29.97, $28.94, and $25.90. It is coming down right now. And I mean, it's an Evolving Skies card. You really cannot go wrong. But yeah, I love that Gyarados card. Next, we got the Pikachu and Zekrom GX Tag Team Sun and Moon promo. But this is a textured promo. Absolutely beautiful. So it was $28. Last sold $25.93, $25, $25.93. So it's just coming down a little bit right now. Let's see if we can get anything higher. Was $28.65. That 1 year was up to $36.42 for this card. Beautiful card. Next, the Espeon and Deoxys GX card. This is probably one of my favorite promos, honestly. I think the scene is just crazy. Especially with Deoxys. That's just how he rocks. Looks like it was coming up in price. So it was $21.52. Now $25.53, coming back down right now. Last sold $24.50 and $21 for near mint. Check a few more sales here. $21. Someone got a near mint for $14.99. Otherwise, yeah, low 20s for that card. Again, very, very solid for a promo. So when you do think of promos, you know, it's just never going to be hundreds and hundreds of dollars raw, because you could just buy the tin and get the card or the box or whatever it is, you know. So you got to think of that. A lot of promos do have a cap. All right, next, I think these are the most slept on Pokemon cards in all of Pokemon. You got to think, we haven't had rainbows that long, basically, just Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield. So a ton of kids just grew up where the rainbow was the chase for the longest time. And I do think they will come back to these. I think these are the best rainbows. I mean, we're getting multiples. The texture is slightly better than the Sword and Shield era. And it's just got that little yellow corners. You just know it's a tag team. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I'm collecting these right now in a PSA 10, but you can get these raw for very, very cheap. This card is going up in price a little bit right now. Last sold $24.90, $32.99, and $18. So all over the place, which is kind of crazy, but super, super beautiful card and very hard to pull. That's the thing too. I mean, Cosmic Eclipse is now $1,000 a booster box. You know, and these cards have very, very tough pull rates. All Sun and Moon sets have very, very tough pull rates. Again, we got the Lucario and Melmetal GX Tag Team Rainbow. Now, I know Melmetal is probably not the most popular Pokemon, but Lucario definitely is. I mean, $25 for this card, not too bad. Very, very beautiful. Next, the Venusaur and Snivy GX. Now, here's the thing. I just got this card in a PSA 10 for $75. Like, that's not a bad price at all. And we're talking 2 starter Pokemon in a rainbow rare card from Cosmic Eclipse, and it's a tag team. Like, I'm just obsessed with these cards right now. Going up in price also a little bit, but just a few bucks. Was $21.78, and now it's $22.98. But yeah, love these cards. I wonder what the 1 year is for this. So, has really been the same price for quite a while. I feel like these cards never get any love. Next, the Marshadow and Machamp. Love this card also. I love anything Machamp. Again, Rainbow Tag Team. This one came down in price a little bit, so it was up to $24.91. And last sold $22.77, $21.67, and $21.64. Next, we got the Silvally GX. I mean, this is a legitimate alt art. I don't care what anybody says. It is absolutely beautiful. It's from Cosmic Eclipse. It's coming up in price right now, was $21.95, and last sold $20.88, $22.93, and $27.49. Again, this card's getting a little older too, so be careful with the condition. A near mint card is different for a lot of people. Next, we got the Rainbow Espeon GX. So now in my day, Espeon was the most popular evolution for a lot of cards. And I do still think Espeon will have its day again, but it is coming up in price right now, just a few dollars, was $22.91. Now $24, $32.99, and $25.75. So again, might be a little tough to find that right at $30 for a really, really nice clean copy. They're definitely not going to be as nice as the Sword and Shield. Now this card, the Mewtwo EX promo, the Mew also goes with this card. It's absolutely beautiful. I think these are some of the best full arts of Mewtwo and Mew that we got. So last sold is $28.32, $32.75, and $25.99. Such an awesome promo. I have this card and it is beautiful in person. Next, in my opinion, this is one of the best Mew cards of all time. If this card was textured, it would be number one without even a question. One of the best promos we've ever gotten also. The rainbow, the flowers. I mean, the whole scene is just perfection. So it was $21.74, just went up to $23. Coming down right now, that sold $19.95, $21.99, and $19.95. If you are a Mew collector and you do not have this card, you need this card for sure. I have two of these. They're both, I'd say, a little more near mint lightly played. So I would love to honestly sell both of them and get just a super, super nice copy because the card is beautiful. And it's actually super hard to find this card centered well also. Next, the Mega Blastoise EX. These cards are growing on me. The Mega Blastoise, the Mega Venusaur, and the Mega Charizard from XY Evolutions. I think they're a little slept on. Now, XY Evolutions, the set itself, is not my favorite. It's definitely not the worst set. Anybody who says it's the worst set is just lying and they're, jumping on the 151 hate. It's definitely not the worst. I mean, we got break cards, we got very, very solid mega cards, and we got legit reprints of base set. But I love the pink in this card. This card is extremely textured also. Last sold $24.53, $24.50, and then one for $39.99. So it might be tough to find a really, really good condition one, which is a very high price, because even if you check the rest, they're all $28.49, $23.74, $23.95, $22.81. That's the only one that's just way up there. But absolutely beautiful. Same with the Venusaur. Now, I don't think the Venusaur looks quite as good as the Blastoise, because I think the pink on that Blastoise really, really makes it pop. But the Venusaur here, also beautiful. Coming up in price, that's lightly played. TCG player, driving me nuts. So last sold $18.50, $19.50, and then a $49.99. That must be like a graded card or something. 15, 18, 12. But again, this card's getting older. I would not just go buy one for 15, 16, 17 bucks. Try to find a really, really nice one. It's going to be $22 to $25 probably. I looked. So be picky. Such an underrated card, especially with the mega sets coming up. I think people will start realizing it. All right, we got 4 left and we're going vintage. Base set Gyarados. Now this is a live listing on eBay right now, $30. And remember, when you're looking at cards on eBay, always watch the card. A lot of times they'll have best offer, shoot them an offer. If you're impatient like myself, you can always message them and see if they're willing to, go a little lower if they do not have or best offer. But at the very least, watch it. And you'll be shocked, like the next day, they'll send you an offer like 10% off or something like that. So it'll save you a ton of money, I promise. But beautiful card, pretty good condition. I mean, not too bad at all. I looked through all of them. This is one of the best ones, $30, free shipping. And I honestly think Gyarados is one of the best arts of all base set. All right, next we got the Zapdos from base set. Another beautiful card, same thing, 30 bucks right on the nuts. Little nick up here on the back here, but otherwise not too bad. And I love this Zapdos card. I really, really do. But $30, and like I said, maybe shoot them a message, just say, hey, that little nick on the top, could I get it for 25 or something like that? You never know. People are definitely willing to work with you. They might get a little annoyed if you do it constantly for every single card. So, maybe look at the sellers So what I like to do is I like to look at the seller, and if he's got a card I'm interested in, I'll check the other cards he has, and maybe he has a few more that I'm interested in, and then I'll kind of figure out the price for all three. And then if you message him, be like, hey, I'll give you, 24 for the Zapdos and, 20 for the Gyarados, whatever it is, kind of do a bundle deal. A lot of them will take it. All right, next we got the Vaporeon. Now this is unlimited from Jungle. It's $24.99 our best offer. This card was definitely a little tougher to find in really, really good condition, to be honest. I would probably say this card should be technically at least near mint lightly played. You got whitening here on the right side, which just sucks, but still not terrible, to be honest. I mean, for what we're talking about. And the Jolteon and the Flareon are actually more expensive. So the Vaporeon is definitely a little more common. All right, last on the list, the Giovanni's Persian. Now, the reason I put this on here, I think it's a beautiful card. And I mean, we got a Persian right now that's going crazy in one of the new sets as an illustration rare. So, plus we got the other set coming out soon that's going to be like a Gym Heroes, Gym Challenge type set. I think this card is beautiful, but I wanted to show this especially. So, if you look at the card, it's in beautiful condition, like absolutely beautiful, right? And he wants $27.58, but he also has each. So when somebody does this, just assume you might not be getting this card. So I always message him. So I would definitely message this person and I would ask, I want the card that is actually pictured here. Do you have this card? Whenever anybody has a quantity, you always got to be careful and just assume the card on the picture is not the card you're going to get. Always message him first. That's why I added this one. There was quite a few nice ones around, $25 and $30, but I just wanted to mention that because I feel like a lot of people don't know that. But yeah, super, super beautiful card. Persian's kind of popping off. I mean, we've got a Giovanni with the Persian in 151. I think it's just super cool. But all right, that was the top 30 Pokemon cards to invest in under $30. Like I said in the beginning, please let me know if you guys want me to do the top 40 under 40. I am willing to do that if my computer allows me to have that many pages, but I'll figure it out if it doesn't. And again, like I said before, if you could hop over to Instagram, I would really, really appreciate that. And then to membership, all that nonsense you guys already know. But all right, I want you guys to have an excellent morning. And if you want to watch my last Pokemon Falling Friday, where we actually check out all the Shrouded Fable cards, and we check out all the Stellar Miracle cards, the new Japanese set, and we got some action with Evolving Skies. Click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.